Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. Hanafi here, and as usual, we have our main host of the show, Amir Bashiruddin. And today we have in our midst our special guest. As always, all our guests are special, but today our guest, his career spans from sales, training, and entrepreneurship. And today he is actually a founder of Conscious Emergence Private Limited and a facilitator. It's known for, or rather, he is known for using the Lego Serious Play in team building. I welcome to you guys, Mr. Gerald Ong.
Alright.
Wow, just one piece sign.
Alright.
Cool,
so, Gerald, for our listeners who don't know you, can you share a bit more about who is Gerald Ong?
Okay, thanks Amir and Naharuddin. I started out in sales before I went to L&D, so learning and development, and Lego Serious Play came part of me in 2018 onwards. So I have a journey of doing sales, something tactile because I studied something. I'm a mechanical trained person, mechanical engineering background.
Okay.
I was a vehicle mechanic in my vocation, my army days.
Okay.
So anything tactile,
vehicle,
yeah. So anything tactile, very happy for me because it keeps me busy.
I see.
It needs my hands to be busy. So I realized that it keeps me occupied. Of course, I went to sales, so that's why I ended up having a Bachelor of Commerce in marketing because I was doing sales along the way. Of course, then I was doing, and naturally, international sales became part of me. So spent 3 years there, and it's very natural for me to go out of country once in a while. But recently, I don't know why these 3 months I'm on the flying schedule again. Before I stop again.
Flying spree.
Yeah, flying spree. No, it happens and I don't travel for a long time. It is very scary. I don't know why, but I find it very terrifying because when you don't travel after so long, then the schedule tend to fly. When you want to fly out, it comes in like droves like that. So then it stops again. So it happens to me quite a few times already.
Okay.
So I think in 2 years ago was worse. I had a 6 hours turnaround.
Wow.
So I didn't want to do that again. So I changed my mind. I decided, okay, let's pace out. So there's currently on the 6 days rest cycle before another flight. So it's all, this current cycle now is a 6 days break in between.
Interesting. We will talk about that later on.
Yeah.
But okay, so Lego Serious Play. Can you share a bit more about it?
Okay, so it's a team building, facilitation, communication, team building strategy method that has been founded by Robert Rasmussen and Pierre Christensen.
Okay.
Back in the days when they were in Lego group itself called Executive Discovery. Since then, they have split the group, but the copyrights are in 2 different places. So there's this common notion that actually everything is all under Lego. It's not. Okay. So the first notion is Lego still owns the rights to the parts that we use. So every parts that I have, so even this listen set that I use in Instill the Adult Learning, the parts are still owned by Lego. The proprietary rights are still with them. In terms of the manufacturing, the injection mold, the design, it's them. But the facilitation portion is with the Association of Master Trainer in the Lego Serious Play method, which is currently in Beaumont, Denmark. The founders are from Denmark themselves, and I'm going to meet them in August, where I'm having the Asia community meeting in Kuala Lumpur. I missed the Japan one. I missed the Singapore one.
Singapore one also miss.
But Kuala Lumpur at least not that far.
Yeah.
Kuala Lumpur, because my circle is still there. I have a circle of friends there in KL. So why not I do a bit of business there also, try to get a bit of things there. So it coincides my trip very perfectly.
I see.
And it's not on a rush schedule because you get to do a bit of follow-ups, whatever client follow-up, potential client. But nevertheless, Lego Serious Play, it has these 2 parts. So it can go very big. There are 7 application techniques which you can use using the book called Building a Better Business Using Lego Serious Play. It's available for loan in the National Library Board. Yeah, I think it is 12 to 13 copies. I think e-copies, there's quite a substantial amount, but physical copy, I remember there's 13 copies in the library, at least 12 to 13. So there is, and one of the books is fully autographed by Robert, because Robert was my trainer in 2018. Before he handed over to another trainer, to another local trainer here in Singapore already. So only Roberts will find in for very special post-facilitation sessions or Asia community meetings or global community meeting, which is normally held in October in Denmark. I don't normally go to the Denmark. It's clashed with my birthday month, so there's no reason for me to travel there. Because Europe is kind of a long journey is to come back up again. So and Europe and October in Singapore is also a busy school teaching season, where I'm also supporting the market.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a give and take lah. So you go just concentrate on
So you were, you studied mechanical engineering, and then after that you
Did
were
sales.
in international sales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how do you chance upon Lego Serious Play as a whole?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Lego Serious Plays happened to me when I was I took a 6 months break from my career.
Oh,
Then I was in teaching. That's when I first started out my robotics teaching. Lego Mindstorms, EV3. I was a CCA trainer for doing that 3 to 6 months. One of the training providers out there. Just get familiar because I'm mechanical, I'm not mechatronics, so I have this handicap in teaching a bit of robotics.
Okay.
But nevertheless, I pick it up, learn it. I wasn't a competitive trainer. They never go for competition. I just like the coding part of things. Coding happened to be my favorite part. So then I encountered Lego Serious Play online in I think August or September that year. But tried to sign up for a slot, couldn't meet the date. So it's on March 2018 that I was trained by Robert that time.
But the training is where? Denmark?
Singapore.
Oh, it's
Singapore.
They Robert fly in during that period because there's no local based trainer that can train the facilitators in that point of time. Now it has been handed over to a Singapore based trainer already. One of their partners here
Okay.
of the association.
Okay, so that means you were teaching the robotics CCA,
Yeah.
and that is where you come across Lego robotics.
Lego Serious Play, I come across, and I was looking for something to corporate.
Oh,
So there's a,
okay.
there was a
So,
corporate-
so in
corporate
other
reason.
words, when you take your break, 6 months break from work, right? You are basically done with the 9 to 5 kind of life, lah.
Yes, correct.
Oh, and you are looking for a new venture.
Yeah.
Something to
Something,
excite.
something. I was prior to that L&D. I was in insurance for about 2 years, and under the footsteps of my auntie. So my dad's elder sister. So learned a bit from here because I was in indoor sales, so I managed to convert myself to an outdoor salesperson thanks to insurance work. Learned a bit. Of course, I did try to use Lego with insurance.
Yeah.
And subsequently, after I left. But didn't take off because now AI has since disrupted it, so I shelved the entire project. But I still use it for sales training. If anybody asks me to set their sales target, Lego Serious Play still is available for running to help goals be set using Lego models. So that means they build a model of their target roughly. They know just in the story-based style. I can't precisely nail down a KPI for you. It's not easy because the KPI is kind of tough. To nail it down in a story base because Lego Serious Base is built on metaphors.
Okay.
Metaphors come from the way how we build our story, our story with your kids and all that. So it's the fundamental of like storytelling and all that.
Okay.
So that is the underlying behind the Lego model. And every Lego model, I don't own it. The person who built it owns it. That's why I want to use it in insurance. The primary reason because the accuracy of the client sharing your story is more precise than you write on pen and paper.
Yeah.
Is that neuroscience side of it. But I decided to shove it. I went to another area. I went to the self-awareness side of it. Because it comes out a lot during team building.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Because
Very
like, who would have thought like sales and also Lego Serious Play can actually merge together?
That's it, right?
Even
I
my
think,
most funniest topic was even dating once.
dating also can use Lego
Dating
Serious
I
Play.
did before. That was-
Dating, I think not that
Still-
bad, but
yeah,
sales,
okay.
I think like
Sales is not easy. It's a very tough topic.
Yeah.
Dating is easy because it's a rotational and every share their stories on the model, so it's not so bad.
So this is considered personal development, right? This Lego Serious Play,
It
right?
can be used as personal development. It can use as a strategy. So the more number of parts you use, it can go to strategy.
I see.
So that's why it's a 7 proprietary application techniques for trained facilitators.
Okay.
You need a trained facilitator to come in to use the proprietary techniques.
Okay. So you went from engineering to doing sales, and then now you're doing personal development. Some sort lah.
Some sort of personal
Yeah.
development.
So was there a conscious emergence
Or
or
conscious.
something that sparked the moment that okay, I want to do personal development?
Yeah.
So far, when I first started this company, I was trying to narrow down a name. So I asked a childhood friend of mine. So I was done within Thought Emergence and Conscious Emergence. These were the original 2 brand names that were narrowed down to. Then after he heard my story, my childhood friend said, I think Conscious Emergence is a better name because you are using the brain part of to come up with the Lego models. Then when they share the story, the emergence side, and it's true, there's also a word in emergence activity in Lego Serious Play also. So we use this emerging side where I can see the model, and sometimes in some of the networking sessions, some people would like to ask me, can you read my character from my Lego pieces? I say, roughly I can read you about 70-80%.
Really? Yeah.
But because I say you own the model, so I always to describe what I see on the model about your brain. So it's possible, but I need to prove the scientific side.
Okay.
I say we need to be a bit of facts lah. There is facts proven already in the learning theories already. I just haven't draw the conclusion between the two, but I've seen enough practical evidences already.
Okay.
On the ground, facilitating my friends, casual conversation. They ask me, what's my character? Can you read me or not? Can. So there was one time I took a 6-piece duck out for a casual catch up that time, and my accountant friend asked me, okay, let's build. I was so curious about your Lego serious play when in my initial stage. Then I can read her character. So the first construction was very typical of her because she's like an accountant. The second part stunned me a little bit because the model is not something typical of an accountant.
Okay.
So I see, okay. So I asked her, do you like to draw or not? The creative side came out of her. Subsequently, she asked me to do for her company.
Okay.
So as a result of that first connection, that first play session,
Yeah.
so that was the follow-up project that came out 3-4 years later.
Okay. So I'm curious. Maybe you can also help me envision. Let's say we talk about the one that you wanted to do with the L&D with the insurance company, right? If let's say I'm a insurance agent, and then I want to learn Lego serious play, like if I were to attend your class, like can you share with me what is the how is the journey like for me as a student in your class as an insurance agent?
Okay. A typical Lego serious play class usually follows these general formats under the guidelines. This is my stated guidelines I need to follow.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Guidelines,
So
okay.
we have guidelines. So we have a warm-up activity. Okay. So that
Ice breaking lah, normal lah.
you call it the ice breaking. You call it the getting familiar with bricks. I call it the getting familiar with bricks.
Okay.
I call it this because although the technical term in Lego serious play they call it a skills build, but I call it a getting familiar because it's easier to explain to the general public. First, getting familiar because you have to get used to the bricks. Different sets have different way of connecting. The parts have different way of clicking together, and there's also a certain way that you must get used to it. And sometimes you never know. Some people may have fallen through the cracks, never touched a piece of Lego, even their childhood days. So you have to be very careful of this situation. May happen. It may happen because I also in fundraising for
Okay, I never thought of that.
So that is a key consideration.
Yeah.
So then after that, we're getting familiar making stories. Then we challenge them even further, getting used to make following instructions.
Okay.
So it's generally done. Then the next 60 to 90 minutes.
Okay, pause.
Yes.
So that means when you say about the story part, right? That
Yeah.
means I create something.
I share the story. You share the story with the model of that you built. Correct.
Okay.
So
okay.
there's-
So he will build and then he will share the story.
So example, I do like aeroplane.
Build a
aeroplane
model.
kind
You
model.
let's say build a model or something. Then your response was an aeroplane. So you explain your aeroplane parts. Why you? I did build airplanes during my facilitator training.
Okay.
Coincidentally enough. Yes. My CCA was National Cadet Corps NCCS.
okay.
So aeroplanes tend to be part of me.
I see. Okay, so after the sharing the story part, following the instructions.
Yes. So they share the story. Then after they share the story, there is always a reflections process also. Generally, the core process follows this way, which I didn't mention, but the warm-up processes is meant to get you oriented to the whole process.
Okay.
So first, the core process, of course, is always you need to build a model. I give you a question, then you build a model. So question one, first is always question. Second is build. Third is story. Fourth is reflection. Very simple, easy to remember. Then it cycles all the way through. So it depends how many times, how big the group size. I can cycle up to 5 or 6 questions.
Okay.
Depending on how fast they build.
Okay.
Usually in Singapore, the build time is longer compared to
really?
other parts of the world. Other parts of Asia. I don't know why.
I was about to ask you why.
Less creative, maybe. Yeah.
No, we overthink too much.
Is it because of the environment that we live in, and then maybe it causes a bit of stress, lesser creative juice flowing?
Not so. I
But
think
the overthinking makes
it's
sense,
the overthinking is the
overthinking.
problem. I have enough evidence of overthinking found already.
I see.
I mean, through other sources of other organizations I'm in, I found enough evidence there.
Interesting.
I also did overthink myself until my friend also told me. But now I keep things very simple, so people know me for Lego wellness because I now incorporating Lego with wellness. So I'll use my picture cards. I'll use my Lego. If another friend who is very expert in wellness will come in to do breath work, mat work.
Okay.
So
Like after me going through the process, how does this affect my sales ability?
Okay, you give yourself
Very technical question.
it's a bit technical, but you trigger a self-realization.
Okay.
There in coaching in ICF there is one of the competency called I think it's not it's the I think it's one of the competency. I can't remember where is it, but I remember there's one of the trigger point is called self-realization. So it happens in some of my public sessions when I run. Self-realization, so they will know, oh, this is my target, this is my brain work this way. So there was one public run that I did in 2019. I think it was August before I left for Yangon, later part of the year. July or August, somewhere in that period. But I got one friend asking, come. He was very curious about my Lego Serious Play session. Come. Then through that session, although it's only 1 hour, packed room of 40 over people, but he got self-realization. He came and find me and tell me that he's made the switch to L&D.
Okay.
Subsequently, because thanks to that session. So some people underestimated, and my session was like really the full room packed to the brim, just around the corner here. People were trying to challenge me. I say, you can attract. I say, I can attract. I got so many networks. So sometimes different people will be self-realized at different stages, at different point of learning. They will get it. And the more you build, the more you get answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, so far, like what you have shared with us, I believe there's a lot of different industries that actually require Lego Serious Play, right? Which industry do you think is the one that really require the most?
It's actually agnostic to all industries. Any industry can go. It goes anywhere. It's not restrictive to any sector.
But even being agnostic to any industry, I'm sure there is one that can definitely benefit from it.
Or rather, maybe what is the most that actually benefited from your
The
experience
most-
so far?
just now you mentioned ICF. Would you then say that the L&D industry will actually benefit?
L&D a lot. Most of our facilitators are in L&D and HR side.
Yeah.
Backgrounds Most of in Singapore based, we are about 200. I think we are 200 plus and above already facilitators here in Singapore. As of my current knowledge, my last meeting with the big community, the community gathering that we had, I think last year.
That's a lot also.
It's a lot. So how to stand out? So that's why I only do my session on request nowadays, and people send inquiries for it, then I'll do it. So like non-profit, I sometimes will do a pro bono, but nowadays I just need to cover me on a minimum charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my most recent project was 24 Asia for migrant workers, for their core leaders, and they did pick up something. Yeah. So my LinkedIn post on that is coming up soon. So that one is good because I'm so international trained. I cover so many markets in the past. So language picking up and simple conversation is just the norm for me.
Okay. Considering your international sales background, do you run this globally also? Anywhere
I can bring the sets.
Which country have you done it in?
Myanmar, I won. That's through another friend referral. So that was done. That was done in 2019 before the coup. Once the coup happened, I couldn't do anything already.
Of course.
So that was a sad case, but I trained the staff. The staff did usually during the pandemic for the kids. So it's a very good deployment there. I saw it. Because I just give them the train, get them familiar with the sets, how to use it, just how to use it with the kids. So that was one deployment that I did. Then Malaysia was done also. I think just help a friend try to run the test workshop. But now we Malaysian also got requirements there, so I also trying to change to meet the standards there also.
Got requirement Which means like they want like something like ACLP kind of thing.
Something
ASEAN.
specific.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's specific trainers there in Malaysia also that specialize in Lego Serious Play. So you also need to see which topic no one is doing at the moment. And is there any demand for it? So you need to, that's why I think to make a few trips once in a while there. So
Another curious question that I have. Do you think this is meant mainly for adults or also for children or both?
both side cans. The youngest I did under a paid project was Pertapis Children's Home. 20 years under another provider. The end client was Pertapis. The kids, I restricted them until primary 4 only. Anything younger than that, the kids cannot control it.
I see.
Primary 4 is the limit. If not, I would use another set of tools called 6 bricks. That is from South Africa. That one is using 6 super blocks, many colors, more activity, more fun.
The bigger bricks.
The bigger bricks. In fact, some of the Lego Serious Play trainer has converted the classic sets that I have into bigger blocks for seniors. There are facilitators in the circle that have done that before. Because they are serving that kind of group, right? In their workplace. So they buy everything, the same set, but in bigger blocks, bigger size, bigger minifigure, everything the big one. So that's what I heard one of them done that. It's quite good because they are doing the target market. I did try to buy, but I don't have any market in that sector.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't cover that sector. I don't cover that. So far, it's only when people want me to do that, I run sessions because it's on limited basis. So nevertheless, of course, I said give a heads up. My courseware is coming to let you experience Lego Serious Play. It's coming up soon on how to experience Lego Serious Play. For some people are very curious what it is all about. The title has been confirmed. It's called Experiencing the Lego Serious Play Method. So I'm going to finish up the courseware and the textbook for the online course. Likely to come out on Teachable or somewhere. I think I may be using it Teachable. I have not decided where to put it. But my friend recommended me Teachable at this juncture.
See. Okay, so this is quite a niche, right?
Yes.
Like, how do you actually even acquire customers for this program?
Social media marketing, usually. I just share about the Lego Serious Play, how I do with certain groups. Then I'll post sessions on my Lego. So my recent session I did for my interest group in Institute of Adult Learning because I'm one of the co-chair for one of these groups there. So I got them to bring in for me with a budget. So I use my interest group budget. So we get them to facilitate based on these few questions because they're going, and my interest group is actually on internationalization with sustainability. Not with sustainability, International for Sustainability. That's my proper group name. Okay, you can find me online IAL because I'm committed to a 3 years commitment there. So I'm using the Lego Serious Play sets to help them talk about how you go to market, which I've done it before and it's workable. It's workable for go to market. So those who are doing MRA, maybe possible like market research access, they don't know their go to market.
I
can use Lego
for go to market strategies just by using the Lego Serious Play.
Just ask the right questions. That's the only thing. I don't think we need the business model canvas. It's too long. Because business model canvas requires at least 10 constructions. So it's too long. Cannot. For a MRA grant and the report, I don't think need so many builds. At least 5 to 6 builds is good enough. Because there's such a thing called builders fatigue. So that's a common problem here in Singapore. Actually, I had to watch builders fatigue.
Wow.
Bro, I just noticed that you're certified in like quite a lot of things.
Just now you mentioned ICF.
ACLP, WSQ, Workplace Safety and Health. And you also have like those Bellbean, Scrum Master, Scrum Product Owner, Points for You, Enneagram, NLP. If all these things, right, especially with Enneagram and NLP, right, do you use all these skills while you are facilitating your Lego?
Normally, I don't
Seriously?
use it. I will just use it to build the knowledge how to handle the different characters.
I see.
Combine a few things together.
So
now, because I'm doing has all of my Lego, right? So if they got technology issue, right, that's where my Scrum Master and Scrum Product Owner must come in. I will need to intervene at that level on the project management, how to manage and talk to my technology persons in overseas, how to help. My partners there, partner companies. So that's how Lego Serious Play work with the tech side. Of course, there's more tech coming in. I'm trying to figure out along the way, but life is just like that, I guess. So then Belbin and Anagram because it's team roles.
Yes.
I saw the word team
Yes.
roles, so it's very easy because I can link with Lego Serious Play. And there's one similar facilitator in UK. So that's why I took so I mirror his configuration a bit. But the problem, the issue with this one is the cost is prohibitive for the Belbin test. So that's why Anagram becomes a reserve. Because the Belbin and Anagram is almost the same. The only thing different is the observers from Belbin.
Okay.
Belbin use observers, Anagram use panel discussion. So that's only very slight difference. Very slight in terms of like the Anagram, the main types, not the subtypes. The main 9. It's actually exactly the same map.
Okay. Wow.
So it's very cool.
Then you teach sales also, right, with the Lego.
Normally I do
serious
team
play.
building.
Team building,
Sales is very rare. So
Okay.
once in a while I get. But team building I normally remembered for because I get them to build models of each other of their participants.
Oh, models of each other.
That's the fun part. I give you a person's name.
Yeah.
You build the model. Then you
Okay.
present that model to that person. How that person leave the impression on you lah.
Okay.
Something like the Johari's window lah, but I change it to another way.
Understand?
The main basis is on Johari, but the way that I present it is different. I use the Johari's window as a way of how we communicate with it. In fact, we also taught the Johari in Lego Serious Play how to use it in the full collection of the Lego sets. Because there's pre-customized, pre-defined workshops.
Yeah.
So there is like Lego. I think there is what RTS, real team strategy for teams. They call this is the proper name.
Okay.
And the whole workshop is like 8 hours one.
I see.
And that one 3,000 pieces. I don't think
Wow.
this part of the world can handle it. Too tedious. It's very tedious work and tedious packing. So I think I figured it out. No,
The logistics itself, troublesome. You want to bring it over to the classes also, it's going to be very
there are some
troublesome.
facilitators that can do it at that level because they have the sets. I don't want because I realize the mental brain concentration have this problem. I always struggling with it. What more about everybody here?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I decided why not I just focus on this small little set that I brought along, and it's easier because if I need more sets, I just multiply by 2.
Correct.
If not, I just buy other sets
Yeah.
from the market, from the open market. That means those in the retail shops you still can use lah.
Yeah.
So there are some sets that I also study in the open market. I mean the retail side, the retail shop.
So before we end the first part, right? I'm curious, what kind of challenges that you actually face when you're starting out? Because it's such a niche, and you needing to explain to people, it's not going to be easy. And
Yeah, the education side of things.
yeah,
right?
and in other words, you're creating your own what do they call it?
Industry category.
Yeah, your own category.
Yeah, category in the training
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
So how was it at the start? What were the challenges that you faced?
The first thing that when I first started was this keyword called DSS. We were left with this word after being certified called do something soon. Yes. So they told us to get your first workshop going. Okay, so happened after the next month I got certified. I was very lucky. I chanced on to the executive director, Roland Yao of Boys Town. He was attending the same speech day. He's still the executive director at Boys Town. So I did for his boys there, his residential boys. That was my first workshop. Get them to play with the classic sets and do a bit of team building. Also, knowing themselves a bit. After that, they play their own Lego models because someone donated quite a huge sets of Lego. I found the Lego train set there. I said, huh? I said, okay, why not? Let's go and build something. I put them per person. As soon I follow up with them in their charity movie that year, they also recognized me, the boys. Yeah. Of course, shout out to Roland for giving me this chance all these years. We still bump into each other in school circles because alumni committees we still support. Of course, shout out to the Boys Town community. The sister school further next to Boys Town has called Assumption Pathway School in Cashew. In Cashew MRT station, there is a training restaurant there. So for those who like to eat food in the Cashew area, looking for a quiet place, visit Assumption Pathway during the term time. Because the current principal also happened to be my friend also. He was teaching, he was posted to my school before he went to Assumption Pathway. So that's how, and we do meet every year in the foundational level. So at the foundational level where all the schools come together, there are 7 schools in my circle. We will see each other and say hi. It's quite normal. Every few years, I don't know how many years, because so many anniversaries coming around already. Okay, so like this year is SG60.
Yeah.
My St. Gabriel's was SG60 2 years ago. Last year was Singapore Poly. So this year is Singapore. So it happens so that's how I remember the cycles of 60, 65, 70, 75. So happened this for many years already, has been following. So that is how I got my first workshop started. Then came another friend, asked me, hey, can you do a sales workshop for me? Okay, I did. So that's why so my friend asked me, rope in around, do for his agency. I did for them, let them take home the sets, they had fun. In fact, there was a senior insurance agent then, very old, about 60, 70. Long time never played, had fun with it. Yeah, they still remember me for that. It's very normal. So we ignite the joy.
I mean, if like right now you give me a set to play, I confirm very happy. So.
Everyone really happy playing the sets, have a lot of discussion. Sometimes when you are facing with introverts, they cannot tell you, okay, get the Lego set out there. Sometimes they just need to talk on something. Or you need to find a subject to base on. They are usually used to carry it, but now I decided to change to educate people on YouTube. Really, I created a video on what's the different Legos in the market.
So based on your past experience, you have NLP and all this, right? All this certification, right? Why do you think, especially nowadays when we talk about social media, if we are doing something with our hands, but then we are talking a different thing, people will still listen and will still focus on what we are doing with our own hand? Why is that like such a something that is attracting people's attention easily?
That is not normal, but I would call it. No, but I did wrote a paper on this, addressing this issue. Is actually on my LinkedIn. I wrote this article because I was so frustrated in school classes, which a lot of people are misreading the signals from kids. So I did wrote a few. I think I had one magazine article on Smart Thing magazine or something on fidgeting in kids. Actually, it's meant for adults, but I use it on kids because it's the clearest direct evidence I've seen. So it's normal to fidget. In fact, during my facilitators training, when I was trained as facilitator, they give us Lego sets to fidget with it around the table. It's meant to keep our brain focused. So those who need to fidget.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes I need my hands busy. If my hands are not busy,
you cannot focus.
That's why the sofa is very helpful for me. And in the way, this cushion is very helpful for me. So it doesn't get me to fidget too much. So that's some way how I have to control it. See? So
I see that Ami is very satisfied with your answer.
It's normal.
That means a lot of people who doom scroll TikTok, Instagram, whatsoever.
Sometimes it's a form of fidgeting.
They themselves
didn't realize it's a form of fidgeting.
They themselves actually got a bit of ADHD, like to fidget. That's why they are attracted to that thing. And I believe it's a larger and larger pool of people nowadays.
Yeah, that's why now the fidget toy industry is getting wide also, right?
Yeah.
There's so many different types of fidget toys.
Yeah.
But I think we have to end this part one. I think we can focus. We can bring this to the next part. To the next part. And I think what you're doing is very cool and interesting. At the same time, I believe you also feel like it's also quite therapeutic, right?
Yes, that's therapeutic when I do the packing actually for every session.
I think for the listeners, right, for the listeners' sake, if you guys want to hear or discover why play is, helps to uncover a lot of the deeper truths about themselves, tune in for part 2. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.